Hi. Hello. It's getting towards the end of the year, so let's do the end of the year book tag, shall we? Hi guys, welcome back, bienvenue and all that jazz. It's time to do a cute little bookie tag, so this should be a relatively short one. There's just 6 questions. This is the end of your book tag, which I recently saw over on Angela's channel, Literature Science Alliance. So if you want another one of these tags, I'll link that one down below because that's where I got the idea to participate. So let's just jump straight into it. Question 1. Are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? So need to finish is a very strong phrase. There is one book and one book only that I have started this year and still have yet to finish. And that would be the first binding by J.R.R. Virdi. I recently, in a wrap-up for last month, for September, I want to say, I talked about how I had soft DNF'd this book, and that is still the case. I'm still very much undecided. Do I want to go back? Do I care? Do I not care? I've heard from some people that the things that I dislike about this book do not really change or get better in any way, shape, or form. So that makes me like, because it's like 800 plus pages, a pretty small font on very thin pages. So I don't know. I don't need to finish it by the end of the year. Maybe I'll try another chapter or 2 by the end of the year and make a decision on whether or not to hard DNF. So that's like the only book that I've started this year and have yet to finish though. Question 2 is, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? And I'd say the books that I've been using to kind of transition and give me the spooky season fall vibes have been Empty Smiles by Katherine Arden. That is the end to the Small Spaces Quartet. It's a middle grade spooky series, very a la Goosebumps, sort of Goosebumps was good. So those are great, very vibey, very spooky, very fall. I've been rereading Empire of the Vampire by Jade Kristoff, which is like, I always, I know that the writing style and tone is not for everybody, but if you kind of took the bombastic, like weird, overly done action and like insults of the Blade movies and kind of fused it with Interview of the Vampire's storytelling structure, and then basically wrote it for my inner tween goth that loved going to Hot Topic. That's kind of what Empire of the Vampire is, and I friggin' love it. But all the very violent, like vampire-y stuff is very autumnal. And then I read Nettle and Bone by T. Kingfisher, which is like dark fairy tales, which kind of gave me the fall-y vibes. I don't know why fairy tale feeling things just feel fall to me, but those are some things that I read to kind of transition myself into the end of the year. Question 3 is there a new release that you're still waiting for? I recently just put out a Q4 releases video that I'll link above and down below if you want some idea of some more books coming out this year. But I'm still waiting for The Lost Metal by Brandon Sanderson, Stellarlune by Shannon Messenger. I'm still waiting for Heart of the Sun Warrior by Sue Lynn Tan, The Fall of Numenor by J.R.R. Tolkien, City of Last Chances of Shadow Moonlight, a bunch of stuff that I talked about in that upcoming Q4 release video. So there's many things that I'm still looking for. The year is not done yet, and there are many things still coming out, shockingly. Question 4 are, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? So my answer is still basically the same because I'm getting like memories of having just done this on World Hoppers like a month or 2 ago. Wow, what is time? What is memory? 3 books, so I'd still like to try the first book in the Winnowing Flame trilogy, so that would be The Ninth Reign by Jen Williams. I still would also like to try Jade City by Fonda Lee, the book 1 in the Greenbone saga. That one I'm much more torn about because I hear from different people say different things, obviously, shocking. But like sometimes people say Greenbone Saga feels kind of like The Godfather, like the mafia-ish vibes, and then other people say it's not so much. I don't love mafia things, so I don't know, we'll see. TBD, but I'll definitely try it because I have book 1. And then I'm gonna say one other thing I'd like to try is The Bone Shard Daughter by Andrea Stewart. Just the kind of cool bone magic, maybe cute-ish animal companion. Am I thinking of the right series? But I know that there's supposed to be like bone shard magic, and the daughter wants to learn it from the emperor or something, and there's like a reluctant hero, and it just sounds very much my vibe. So those are 3 books that I'd really like to try out before the end of the year. And then question 5, is there a book that could still shock me and become a favorite of the year? And absolutely. I mean, I have a feeling Lost Metal will hit all of the stops for me. It's the final book. Brandon Sanderson has big explosive endings. So you never know what's going to come out of that man. And yeah, anyway, got sidetracked. Stellarlune, because I really have been enjoying the Keeper of the Lost Cities series. So there's many sequels that could still shock me and become a fave of the year. I don't know, maybe The Ninth Reign, maybe Jade City, maybe Bone Shard Daughter, who knows? I'm open to trying new books and maybe having them be a fave. I mean, that's always the dream, right? And then finally, question 6 is, have you already started making reading plans for 2023? And yes and no. Like, I know Elle is doing a big Cosmere along, and I hope to participate that in as much as I can. I know that she was saying that she has many people that may or may not be interested, so I don't know if I'm gonna try to find other people to maybe do a dedicated Cosmere along and then participate with hers when I can, but I really want to read those new Sanderson projects and start doing a reread, gearing up for Stormlight 5, which is coming out in 2024. So I want to do a lot of Cosmering in 2023, because 2022, I've already reread all of Mistborn Eras 1 and 2. And so mainly I'd have to reread like Warbreaker, Elantris, the Arcanum Unbounded short stories, and Stormlight, of course. So I don't know if you'd be interested in maybe doing like a Cosmere along with me, where we read all of the different books in the Cosmere, and maybe do some live shows on my channel, your channel, whatever. That could be really fun. So if you're a content creator and want to maybe band our forces together, let me know, because that could be really fun to have like fun in-depth discussions on these different things. Other than that, I really don't have very many reading plans. I'm also planning to do a buddy read of the Dragonlance Chronicles. So that's the original trilogy by Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman. So Dragons of Autumn, Twilight, Spring Dawning, and Winter Night, or whatever order those are in, with Kris over at A Fictional Escapist. So I just have a couple buddy reads planned. So we'll see. But I think Cosmere along could be a lot of fun. So if I should start maybe doing some reading sprints or hosting some live shows here, let me know, and I can definitely make it happen. But that is it for the end of your book tag. I would love to hear any of your answers to any of these questions down below if you feel so inspired. Other than that, that's kind of all this tag is. So with that, I shall bid you adieu. Give this video a like if you feel so inclined. Subscribe if you want more bookish shenanigans like this from moi. Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!